Hey everyone, welcome to Daily Revelations. It's Monday and we are starting Esther 3. So, I don't know what you got out of your reading, but it was always on Mondays. We kind of just read through the chapter and what does God show you? And the thing that God just really revealed to me is stop at Haman. And who is this man Haman? And what can I tell you about him that maybe you aren't going to learn this week just reading this chapter? And that's going to give you a little bit of a better understanding of how God weaves his story through generations. And he continues to do it. And it's a life lesson we have to take out of this, as well as, as see that it's something that's happening already in this story, but it happens in our lives too. So what am I talking about? So Haman, it says specifically in Esther 3 that his background is that he is an Agagite. Well, the Agagites were descendants of Agag, which was a tribe that God told King Saul to eliminate. Get rid of them. Nothing good is going to come out of these people. And we kind of think that's really harsh of God. You've got to understand a lot of things in the Old Testament are showing us pictures of who God the Father is. And justice and righteousness are two things that come out a little more harsh than we deal with in our society today. Now, it doesn't mean that we don't have things that we need to kill off. Just they tend not to be in people. But this is what I'm getting at. But King Saul didn't eliminate this people group. And now we see in generation after generation after generation that happened in the Jewish people that this enemy returns. And he returns as someone who is an advisor to a king overseeing all of this that's going on. And it's good to remember that when we don't deal with what God tells us to deal with, to get to the root of the issue of what he's made very evident in our lives is something that we need to eliminate, then we pass that issue on to the next generation and the next generation, and it's a battle that they will continue to fight that we could have eliminated where we were at. And I talk about this from a very personal experience in two ways. First of all, with my own depression. If I would have said, yeah, that's just my biology. This is the way that I do things. But God kept pressing me. I have an answer to this. I can help you overcome this. And seeking out God and doing that helped me to overcome my depression. It was multifaceted, let me tell you. It had to do with diet. It had to do with coming closer to him. It had to do with my faith. It had to do with a lot of things. But within that, when my boys got depressed, I was able to help them walk through their own depression in the exact same way and overcome it as well. And my prayer is that in future generations, this will not be an issue because we've dealt with it. We've learned how to overcome it. And now, my struggle with breast cancer, it's a family thing that I've seen from my grandmother, from my cousins. What is my purpose of going through this? Is it just that I can get rid of it, do whatever I need to get beyond it myself, and not figure out the root cause so that my daughter and future generations don't have to deal with this? And I keep hearing God telling me over and over again, you will overcome this. You won't just get through this. And I want to encourage you, when we go through these times, and God has given us the ability to see beneath and learn and conquer something, to completely eliminate it, to eradicate it, then we have to fight that battle and press on until it's completely eliminated. And that's more difficult than just dealing with the stuff on the top and then going about what we were doing before. But that's not the lesson we have in Esther 3. It's that we need to make those hard choices because they affect the generations to come. And I want written that because of me, because of the choices I made. My family did not continue in these cycles, that we pressed into God and we found what He wanted us to find, and that we overcame them. So I just want to encourage you. I'm sorry, a little bit long today, but have an awesome Monday, and I'll see you again tomorrow on Daily Revelations as we continue Esther 3. Bye, everyone.